Sure we can do it. We just got to. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know we can do it. Sure we can do it. We got to.
It's Sunday the 18th of June and the thermometer says it's just about 30 degrees and this is in the shade, and the thermometer's been in the shade for the best part of the afternoon. But out there where it's not shady, it's not 30 degrees. It is super hot. I have no idea what the temperature actually is, but as you can see, I'm quite burnt. I'm really lucky that I have that kind of skin that looks red and burnt for a day, and the next day becomes a rather nice golden brown, and then I look bright red the next day, and then I go brown again. So I'm very lucky, and although I've got factor 50 on, I'm still looking, as you can see, I'm still looking quite red, and I've got white patches on me where I've been bent down and the sun hasn't got to those bits, and I'm certainly not going to go out and sunbathe in it just to try and get those little bits to go brown. The chickens, on the other hand, they're not coping with the heat very well, and who can blame them? They've got feathers all over them. They don't sweat very well, or at all as far as I know, and have to try and keep cool by panting, and they've certainly been panting all day, bless them. And out here at the side of the piggeries, this really is one of the best places for the chickens, because you can see the sunshine there, but then the shadows of the trees. But then all the way down the field is shaded by the enormous trees we've got here, and it just allows the chickens to be in the shade and keep cool. And there's a bucket of water that we've been topping up about every hour. As soon as it gets a little bit low, we're topping it back up for them. The black and the dark brown chickens must find this really hard, because I have no doubt that their feathers are absorbing all the heat. And they've done very well not to get grumpy in this heat. You know, and I know in the grand scheme of things this isn't like hugely hot, but given that I think earlier in the week, Monday, so 7 days ago, I was complaining about the wind and the rain, and I knew it wasn't cold, but there's no gentle lead in to the weather at the moment. It's either very, very hot or it's very wet and windy, and there's no gentle lead from one to the other. Much of our garden has either little or no shelter at all, which is why when it's windy, it's so windy. So there's the mature trees at the back of the piggeries, and there's some mature trees in the duck enclosure, but the chicken field has almost no protection from either the wind or the rain or the sun. So we've been rigging up extra shading for the chickens, and and encouraging them to do very little at all, actually. So basically we've left them alone, other than when we've taken some water in and some food, and I'm just trying not to disturb them, because that way they can just rest and not use up their energy or make themselves even hotter by running around. The adult ducks they've been making me laugh today, because it appears that they're frightened of the ducklings. So whenever the ducklings want to go in the water, this big brave lot, well, they do a runner, and they go anywhere that isn't near the ducklings. And so I've now come indoors, where I'm going to do that lovely time-honoured Sunday afternoon thing, and I'm going to have a snooze. See you tomorrow.